Hi, everybody. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you about cell phones and Wi-Fi today. Okay, so for our trip, we need to make sure that we have Wi-Fi access for Sam to be able to do his online schooling. And I've been searching for like forever, looking at all different kinds of Wi-Fi services. And do you want to do hotspots, or do you want to go places and then have to go buy SIM cards, or do we just go to different Starbucks and cafes around the country, or do we find libraries, or do we buy the satellite service system where you can take it and it's got low flying satellites all over the globe so that you always have Wi-Fi, but then it's really expensive and then you have a monthly fee for it, but then we'd have Wi-Fi for his computer and then for all of our phones. And then we were thinking, okay, well, wait, I have a business. We have a business that we need to, stay in touch with and talk to customers and our downline and team and our family. And so we were like, okay, what kind of phones, are we going to use? All of us needed, Sean and I needed new phones. We'd had some for almost 4 years now. And especially considering like we're total geeks, for Sean and I to have had the same phones for years was kind of stupid, especially when the kids had way better phones than we had. So we were trying to figure out, what are we going to do with all that? And, this whole process, we only have 154 days before we leave. And when you start saying it in days like that, it doesn't sound like very many days. It's 5 months. 5 months we're out of here, and we don't even have a flight plan yet. Like where we're starting out. We still haven't gotten rid of the cats or have someone watch them for a year while we're gone. If you're watching this and you want to watch our cats and you're in the Washington area, please let me know. But we want them back. Anyway, so phones. So I messaged a friend of mine, Alexandra, and she and her husband and their daughter travel all the time. They're in the same Scentsy business, and they're able to run their business, travel all the time. Now, granted, their daughter is, only 2 years old, so it's much easier. She doesn't have to log on and get on Wi-Fi for school, and so it's only really the two of them plus her, and little kids are easier to travel around with. But we got 2 teenagers. They're going to be, 14 and 18 when we head out, and so we got to make sure that we have everything that we need to, run our business, have our son do his schoolwork, stay in touch with each other, stay in touch with our family, stay in touch with everybody. So for Sam, we needed to make sure that he has Wi-Fi so he can do his school. He works about 4 hours a day, Monday through Friday, on his schoolwork. So he needs to be able to have Wi-Fi access that much. And if we're traveling and we're flying or we're on trains, there may be Wi-Fi service, and it may be good or it may, suck. So we've been trying to figure out, okay, well, there's all kinds of systems that we can use and satellite things, and there's these huge satellite ones that you could get that have Wi-Fi, but they're like ginormous. It's like taking a car battery with you everywhere, and I just don't think that any of us want to give up the carry-on space for something like that. And also the price of it, you have to buy it and then pay monthly service, and you only get a certain amount of Wi-Fi and data access, so that still kind of sucks. So we looked at that, and little phone or little things, little systems, Wi-Fi extenders that you can put on your computers to, find, Wi-Fi service farther away. You name it, we've researched it. And so I messaged, Alexandra, like I said, and I said, look, what do you guys do for phones and Wi-Fi? How do you guys stay connected? Because they are kind of like us, except even more so with their videos. They're all over the internet making videos all the time. So they were like, well, we, use a certain kind of phone, and, we just buy SIM cards, and sometimes if we need to, we do use the roaming service and whatnot, but it's really not that hard. I don't think you need a satellite system to keep you on Wi-Fi. Unless you're, basically going into a place where there's no life and no people and, that kind of a thing, basically. And, it helped me so much because I like to organize. I like to have everything just so. I want to make sure that everything is fine. No one has to worry. No one has to stress. I don't want to stress. And I don't want Sam to fall behind either. He wants to graduate, in 11th grade instead of 12th grade. So he has a goal for himself, and we want to try to help facilitate that for him. So anyway, we decided that we wanted to get iPhones. None of us had ever had iPhones. Alex had one when she was younger, but it was just a crappy one she got on loan from another phone that broke. So Anyway, we all decided we'd have iPhones because my parents have iPhones, and this way we can FaceTime them. As long as we have a Wi-Fi connection anywhere, we're good. And if we get a SIM card from some other country, whenever we're in a country, we can use that. So we decided that we're gonna have to get that. So the other day we bought 4 brand new iPhone 6s. The kids both got iPhone 6s's, and Sean and I each got iPhone 6s pluses because we're bigger and older and we need to be able to see a screen better. And it's bigger. So I'm actually talking to you today from my video on my new S Plus. So we got that. And then we decided, okay, we're not going to get a Wi-Fi system. We are just going to, figure out how to do gigabytes. So we called up our carrier and T-Mobile, and we said, look, we have, we could switch to AT&T and Verizon, and there's some other plans out there that are, possibly better, and this is how much we pay, what are we using? And we realized we had gotten unlimited service for our whole family just because we were worried that when the kids became, phone users and teenagers as they are, that they would be using like all of the data services and whatnot. And we found out that we only use on average each person 2 to 6 gigabytes of data personally each month. And every so often there's been months that have been a little over, and I think that's just from downloading stuff and maybe not being as vigilant with using Wi-Fi when we were near it. But we changed our plan to a 10 gigabyte plan each per person, and we were able to cut our bill in half, get phones, and so basically we got all of these cheaper by switching out our phone service. And then we're just gonna get our phones unlocked and then travel with them. So and then when we're in the States, we'll plug in our SIM cards for our service. And then when we're in other places and we need to use SIM cards from other areas to get cheaper data, then that's what we'll do. And so I just wanted to share the next part of our journey. I feel such a huge sense of relief that that's just one more thing off of our list of stuff to do. I still have so much more to do, but it's just, we're just cutting it down and cutting it down. And I'm getting a little less anxious. I've been a little anxious and a little stressed out over all of it, not because of not wanting to go and not excited, but there's just a lot. And sometimes you think, I'm a mom, I've got to make sure that everything is, okay for everybody. Everybody has everything they need. I have everything I need. And I just don't want to forget anything. Getting rid of most of your belongings and, traveling the world is freeing, but you have to get rid of all the crap first before you can sort of be free. So that's the daunting task, just going through all of our stuff. So anyway, that just wanted to share with you our latest on our phone plans and preparations. So anyway, let me know if you have any questions and I'll keep you up to date. And I love this phone. I'm getting used to it. Sean's having a couple problems with pressing buttons. He doesn't like that he has to double click the button, so he's getting used to that. But other than that, the kids are super happy, and Sam says he will never ever ask us for anything else ever again in his entire life. And we told him that was unrealistic and that perhaps maybe he could just not ask us for anything for a good month or so. So hopefully he'll stick to that. Anyway, thanks for watching.